so welcome back to my channel. Just like I promised, I want to go ahead and do these boho braids for you guys because I feel like they're the perfect hairstyle for the summer. You guys know it's been a long time since I've done braids. If you guys don't know my story, I had a bald spot, y'all, last year. So it's literally been a year and a half since I've had braids, and I'm just living, I'm thriving. I love it. And these are so easy, you guys. Once you go ahead and get the hang of it, it is super easy. So I will do a step-by-step tutorial for you guys to show you how I achieved this on myself at home. Okay, it is cost efficient. You don't need a lot of products. It is super easy. So if you're interested, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and let's just get right into the video. I know you guys are excited. So jumping right into it, the first step, of course, is to part your hair. Obviously, when you're doing your hair on yourself, it is kind of difficult. So I do hold a mirror and look behind me at another mirror just to make sure everything is even. I feel like that's probably the longest part, if you do ask me. Just making sure all your parts are even and all of that. But I will say sometimes, like, the back of my hair is none of my business, y'all. Like, whatever happens back there, it is what it is. For me, it's really about the front, okay? But I still take my time and part my hair, and that is the very first step, of course. So now the next step I do want to mention actually involves the Style Factor Lock Booster Twist and Grip. I know it's gonna, you know, white out, but I'll put it down for you guys down below, the links, all that good stuff. But this is a Style Factor Lock Booster Twist and Grip. This is what I use on the base of my hair to get it slick, to pull it back, to make it look smooth and shiny, all of that good stuff. I used to use edge control back in the day, y'all. That was the worst thing I could have done because literally it will leave white cast, and then when you itch your hair, it will get all flaky. Just don't do it. Don't do it. But this right here is so good. I love it because number one, it starts off really shiny and just dries down really nicely. Doesn't leave a white cast. Even when I itch my hair, y'all, it doesn't flake. None of that. So I love this product. I highly recommend it. And I also use the Style Factor Edge Booster. That is my favorite edge control. So I just love that entire line. I feel like when it comes to hair care, it is absolutely perfect. So go ahead, put this all over the base of your hair. And to get it really smooth, I do use an edge control brush. I just brush everything back, y'all, to the center of the hair, and it just gets it really sleek and nice. So these two are super important when it comes to, you know, sleeking back your parts. So the next thing you need to go ahead and figure out is how you want to braid your hair. Okay, there is knotless, and obviously there is knot braids as well. I did want to go ahead and do the knotless because everybody's doing it and it just looks so good, y'all. But after 2 hours, I realized I couldn't grip the hair. Like, I would braid it, it will fall right out. I'm like, yeah, this is not working. And I just spent so much time trying to do that. So I just went back to my old method of the rubber band method. This one is just easy for me. You go ahead after you sleek your parts, you know, take 2 of these and just twist it on your hair, get it real nice and tight, and you're good to go. It is just so fast. And honestly, even though I did do the rubber band method, you can't really tell because, I don't know, I think it's because of the size of the hair. It just looks so good, but it's not knotless, y'all. I'll tell you that right now. But in case you are struggling or you don't really know how to braid, just use this, and trust me, it'll make your life a little bit easier. So now we have slick parts. They're ready to go. They're ready to braid. It is so important to figure out the hair that you're using on your hair, y'all, especially when it comes to boho braids. Y'all, there's rules to this. I was researching. I made sure I learned my lesson and not, you know, repeat the same mistakes that everybody else out there did. So number one, I love light, weightless braids. I don't love braids that are super heavy, that, you know, kind of bend if you put it in a ponytail or a bun. I just love braids that literally, y'all, I can do whatever I want and it just falls right back, you know, on my head. Now, the best hair for this, okay, trust me, is the 100% Kanekalon Natural and Easy Curl Hair. This is from the Juno collection. I will say anything that's 100% Kanekalon is the best hair to use, even if you don't find this brand, because it is typically lightweight, you know, it doesn't feel heavy, doesn't bend, it doesn't, you know, all of that crease. So this is my favorite hair to use. I actually got the Juno collection one. I believe it's about $2 a, you know, piece, so it's not that expensive, and it just makes the best braids for me, at least, because I can go ahead and wear a hat, I can put this in a ponytail, I can sleep crazy with it, and I wake up and it just still falls perfectly, and it just feels so good and soft. All right, so another thing to keep in mind when it comes to boho braids is the hair that you use for your curly pieces. Okay, there is synthetic hair and there's also human hair. For me, I went ahead and used human hair because number one, it doesn't tangle up, y'all, really crazy. It doesn't bunch up. It doesn't just look, you know, crazy after a couple of days. I literally wake up and put some mousse in my hair, y'all, and I'm good to go. And it's been about 2 weeks now that I've had these hair in, and y'all, like, it just looks so good. And I will tell you guys the brand in a little bit. You can also use synthetic hair, but keep in mind, synthetic hair, y'all, is gonna bunch up. It's gonna get really tangly. It's gonna look super fuzzy. You know, I just didn't have the time or the energy, so I got human hair. Now, the hair that I did use is also from the Juno collection. I just love this brand, y'all. This is their Encore Lavie New Deep Bulk 18 hair in the color 1, and I will put it down below for you guys. And this hair just does what it needs to do. This is what it looks like. Super bouncy. It feels really good. It takes well to mousse, so you don't have to worry about like rolling your hair every night or curling it every night, or, you know, putting it in roller sets. Like, people were telling me all these things of how to keep your hair curly. I don't have the time. Like, when you get braids, right, it is low maintenance. You don't want to spend a lot of time with it. So essentially, those are the 2 braiding hairs that I use, y'all, and it just makes for the perfect, you know, boho braids. So now you're gonna go ahead and start braiding your hair. You guys know how to braid, or I hope you know how to braid. Just go ahead and take the piece, put it over, you know, the section that you parted, and just start braiding. So you're gonna keep braiding your hair all the way down, and it just depends on where you want to place your curly pieces. I will tell you guys what I did. So there's 2 methods to the boho braids. You can crochet the curly piece through the hair. You know, you can do that. It is super easy. I've seen it, but I actually wanted it to look a little bit more natural and just kind of be, you know, put in the hair. That way, if I pull it, it is not coming out. If you crochet it through, it can kind of, you know, fall out sometimes. And again, I don't have the energy, y'all. So essentially what I did was I placed the curly pieces in 2 places, right? I will braid all the way down and then leave a little bit of the curly piece right here, as you can see, and keep braiding down, and then leave another curly piece at the bottom. And when you do this for all the hair, y'all, it just looks really pretty at the end. And in case you're wondering how to add the curly piece, I just pull out a little bit and put it behind the set of hair that I'm braiding. Literally put it behind, keep one on the left side, one on the right side, and just braid as normal. And y'all, I am not a professional braider, but I found this to be the easiest way for me. It really didn't take too long to do those pieces, so just go ahead and try it out and see if it works for you. But if you do have a hard time, just go ahead and crochet it through and you should be fine. And also, when it came to my front pieces, I wanted to make sure that the curly pieces kind of frame my hair, so y'all can see, like, I kept them pretty close to the inner side of my face. That way when it drops, it just looks so pretty. Okay, so after you go ahead and repeat these steps over and over again, you're gonna set the bottom of your hair, of course, in hot water. This set of hair, the initial braiding hair, it does curl, so it just kind of works perfectly with the curly hair. I loved it. I was obsessed with it. And then to make sure everything just kind of blends right in, there's no straggly pieces, the curly hair is bouncy and just juicy, I do add some mousse to my hair, and I will show you guys right here. I actually do use the Sunny Isle Jamaican Black Castor Oil Mousse. This is the Wrap, Set, and Twist Mousse. This is my favorite mousse, y'all. I feel like it has a little bit of oil in here, of course. It has, you know, Jamaican Black Castor Oil. So it allows for the curly pieces to still be shiny, bouncy, not tangly, all of that. So I do really recommend this one compared to any other out there, just my personal opinion. And this also works well with my natural hair, so I trust this. Go ahead and pick it up. It is so good. I add that throughout the hair and it just looks so good, y'all. Like, the clips that I got of it, Obsessed. All right, so after that, that's pretty much it, okay? But I do want to say one more thing. So when you do braid your hair, of course, I think it's so important to oil your hair. This is a time for your hair to breathe, to relax, to grow, all of that. So I do like to nourish it. And I use the Miel Rosemary Mint Scalp and Hair Strengthening Oil. This is infused with biotin, and it also encourages growth. So I have been loving this so much on my hair. My hair naturally, y'all, like my scalp is typically very itchy. I just get itchy no matter what. Like after the second day, y'all, my head was already itching. So I think it's so important to go ahead and find a good oil and just nourish your scalp every couple of days. You don't have to do it every single day. So that's it, you guys. Super easy, super fast. I do hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you do try it out, okay? I hope y'all just have good luck. I did start this hair, I believe it was like at 8 p.m. y'all, and this is wash and blow dry and everything, and I didn't finish till 7 a.m. that morning. But that's because I was trying to do like the knotless, and it was just taking way too long. I just wish I did what I already knew in the beginning, and it wouldn't be that long. All right, but it's super easy once you get the hang of it, y'all. It will last a long time. You will save a lot of money doing it yourself. Just let me know how it turns out below, okay? I love y'all so much. Make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.